see you from behind.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Maria and I dive into the paranormal, my experiences with it, scary story, conspiracy theories, and eventually we will be going on adventures to some of the most haunted places in history. Today I decided to talk about a subject that I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about, maybe even experienced, but if you guys haven't and want to hear about it, please join me. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And without a further ado, let's begin. Have any of you ever experienced sleep paralysis? If so, how do you guys deal with it? What do you guys feel before it happens and while it's happening? What do you guys think about it? Sleep paralysis, according to science, is when there's a brain glitch between being awake and the REM state happens. So from what I understand is that your brain paralyzes your body in order to stop you from acting up on whatever it is that you're dreaming about. Now that's something to think about. Now, according to other beliefs, sleep paralysis happens when there's a demon attacking you while you sleep. Okay, now that's really interesting. And I'm sure a lot of people have other beliefs as to why this happens. I still don't, and I've been dealing with it since I was like about 6 or so, from what I could remember. I'm usually able to feel when it's going to happen because I start feeling so sleepy and I literally can't keep my eyes open. And when I do close my eyes, I start hearing a static sound. It starts low, gets high, and then it crashes. During that time, I start feeling as if I'm floating towards the ceiling, and it's just an awful gut-wreck feeling for me. That's one of the things I still haven't mastered yet, how to stop being scared of it. And it's understandable because to me, it feels terrible. It feels as if my spiritual body is being dragged out of my physical one. And I could see myself laying down on the bed. I could see everything that's happening around me, but no matter how much I try to move, I can't. Well, not until I start to calm down. Once I'm calm, I remind myself to breathe. I remind myself that I'm okay, that it's going to be okay, and that's when I start trying to move, which usually works. I'm able to move one of my fingers and I snap out of it. It has actually gotten easier throughout the years. Now I can just open my eyes, but even that won't keep me out of that state, because there's times where I could just fall right into it again, and then there's other times where it just goes away right after opening my eyes. All those years, all that I could see was myself and others inside the house, such as my family. I was able to see what they were doing, and I would call for help, but no matter how much I yelled in that state, they couldn't hear me. Another thing that I've seen during sleep paralysis has been spirits, and that was honestly recently. It was like around 1 in the morning. I started feeling as usual as when it's gonna happen, and from how exhausted I was, I ended up closing my eyes and falling asleep. And that's when everything happened. I started feeling as if I was spinning, hearing the static noise, and suddenly I saw myself laying down. Guys, each and every time I get scared. I was scared in that state. I started yelling, I started panicking, and then suddenly I heard a laughter. Yes, in this room, I heard a laughter. I'm sure you guys have heard how fictional witches laugh, right? Well, I started hearing a similar laughter, and then I decided to look to the corner of the room, and standing there was a lady. She was wearing a long white dress. Her hair was beautiful, long and black, but the thing was that she was scary. She was laughing while pointing at me, and that made me freak out even more. I started yelling. I started telling her to leave, when suddenly she grabbed me. She grabbed my wrists, and she started, I don't know if cursing at me, but she started saying random words that I couldn't understand. That's when I started praying and reminding myself to calm down, which angered her. But I was able to get out of that state, and after that I couldn't sleep. I forced myself to stay up. and I kept thinking about what had happened, because it wasn't like the last episodes. This time there was someone else with me, and to this day I don't know if I was dreaming, maybe imagining her, or I don't know if it really happened. But nonetheless, that was a really creepy experience. Now moving on to the next one, which to me is not as creepy, or I mean maybe it is, I don't know, you guys tell me. To me it's rather bone chilling and unexplainable, because I almost died during sleep paralysis. This happened back in January 25th of this year. Wait, it's gonna be a year already? Anyways, I kind of got sidetracked right there. Soon you guys will understand why I'm suddenly fascinated by this. That day I had gotten up as every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I usually did. But this time I decided to go back to bed because it was still rather early. I ended up falling asleep, started dreaming, when out of the blue my dream faded. And I started hearing and feeling my heartbeat drop with each and every second that I was in that state. The weird thing to me is that I was aware of everything, and it's like if I was awake, but I couldn't open my eyes. I felt everything that was happening. The pain, I was aware of my thoughts, but nothing prepared me for what was about to happen. I was dying, but rather a slow and painful death. I began hearing my blood rushing through my veins, but each time slower. My heart got slower, my hearing went numb, and then I started feeling so cold. I started getting bad pain on my chest. You know, remembering about this is scary. And even though all this was going on, I was aware. I felt all the pain that was going on. And no matter how much I tried to move at least a finger, I couldn't move. So then I was about to give up, but then I remembered, I go, what if I try to open my eyes? And so I did. I opened my eyes. As soon as I opened my eyes, I felt all the blood rush back into my body. I felt my heartbeat start again, and it hurt. It hurt when it was stopping, and it hurt when it started again. I felt as if I had been underwater for a long time, and I went back to the surface to get air. My hearing went back to normal after that, and I got up quick. I felt my heart and it was beating fast. So then right after, I decided to text my sister and my best friend and let them know what had happened. I will insert the messages right here. Honestly, I couldn't sleep for 2 days, and I'm sure I would have went more days without sleeping if it wasn't for the fact that I was exhausted after the second day. I love and cherish my sleep, even though sometimes I sleep late, but 2 days, that was just too much. And yes, I was scared, but after seeing that it didn't happen anymore, I was able to sleep peacefully once again. I've had so many more experiences with sleep paralysis, but these are a few of which I decided to share with you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned a little bit about sleep paralysis, and if you guys have had experiences with it, any tips that you all might have, please let me know. Leave a comment on the bottom. I'd love to read about what you guys have to say about it, what you think about it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope all of you stay safe, that you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night when this video reaches you guys. Until next time, bye.